So I was kind of not unsure. I was pretty sure that I didn't want small environments because that would mean small scale projects. And as an architect, I know where my strengths are, and I'm a bit better at big moves and a bit better at visions and ideas. So I just knew what I didn't want to do, like most of us, right? So I finished and I knew, okay, not small companies, not small scale, and not construction detail, definitely not modernism, and definitely not restoration. Restoration for me was like, it's not it, not it. So I decided, like, okay, so I know what is not. Let me see what else is there. And that's, I think that from that point till now, I'm still like scheduling my all my days and planning all my days and then going step by step, step by step, step by step, day by day, and has been working so far.
I feel very. It's funny because I think the exact same thing about the same perspective. And how did you end up at Zaha? Like, how was
uh,
your path to there?
so I did DRL, which was also a very important part of my life so far. It was 2 years and it was groundbreaking for me in every sense. So as I finished my school and I had this mindset of what else is there, I went to DIA for an open day. I never heard about DRL before, and DRL was presenting, doing the final presentations, and I walked in and then I started listening to the presentations, and it was very obvious that that was the right place for me and everything that I had been advocating in my country, and it was so shocking on DRL. It was like common sense. So I was like, okay, definitely here. And then I stayed on DRL. I worked with Patrick's studio, and that led me to the office.
Just to clarify, DRL is Design Research Laboratory at the Architecture Association. Can you explain more about what is Design
Yeah,
Research Laboratory?
yeah, of course. Obviously, there are many, many ways to explain, but design research means that it's focused on the design scope of architecture. So I think I have a feeling that we all learn what architecture is during our school, and we never really grasp design. At least not in my country. We didn't grasp design at all. Most of the architecture was even um, getting some quality if it was completely stripped down from design. You don't even speak about design or aesthetics or form or elegancy or shape. You don't talk about this. And then on DRL, you actually not just talk about this, but you really look into the history of this. And then you combine this with technology, and you combine this with the present, and then you combine this with research, which is how can I help technology to evolve to make design even stronger and to make design even smarter, not just stronger. So it is mostly about technology and design. So because I did Patrick Studio, when you say technology, it's really much around algorithms and generative design and parametric design. So Grasshopper, Rhino, and a lot of Maya, which is the software that I do at the office and that I teach at the AA. And so that's a little bit about it. Of course, you have like three different studios. Okay, so you have Patrick Studio, which is more parametric design, and it's a little bit more like the office culture. And then you have Theodore Spyropoulos Studio, which is very interesting. It's more based on assembly and little prototypes. So it really drifts away from architecture, but it really is really focused on human behavior and technology. And then you have Shajay Studio, whom you know, and he does a lot of robotic fabrication, and the studios mostly do prepare geometry for robotic fabrication. So what is the best method to prepare geometry for robotic fabrication? This is like obviously a very quick brief of the studios. And then you get like 6 months of super intense software courses, mandatory, and super intense. And then after that you have the tools. Okay, I walked in, I had AutoCAD and as I started, right?
Yeah.
So then you have the 6 months of full knowledge of softwares, and then as soon as you have the tools, you have a year to prepare your final thesis with your tutor and your final project with these tools. So that's DRL.
Cool. That's super cool.